We're David and Sarah.
At the end of 2021, we packed up our lavish Aussie lives into 4 suitcases to do a 2-year working holiday in Canada.
The awesome sights and experiences you're about to witness are the result of 2 people prioritising fun, adventure, and each other over financial security, career goals, and social ideals.
If you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our upcoming adventures.
Well, good morning, everybody. Today we are on the way to Calgary to look at a vehicle because by now you guys should know that we are selling Monty. It's the end of van life for us. It's the end of a season. It's the end of an era.
E-R-R-O-R.
Hey, come on, be honest. Okay, do you think it was an era? Do you think it was like an epic fail?
Yeah. No, it's just when I wake up in -1, it feels like an error.
We've been able to see so much of the Canadian Rockies that we know we wouldn't have been able to see. We're so blessed to be able to experience that. So, end of the season, we are heading into fall now. So we've got to get rid of the van, otherwise we're going to probably die in here. We're going to go try and find a car.
It's not by any stretch our ideal car. It's a very small SUV and we're hoping for something a little bit bigger, but it seems like an honest sale, which is like 1 in a million at the moment. So
we'll talk more about that later. Alright.
Do I even want to see it?
Someone's coming to look at Monty on Sunday. Today's Tuesday and we're trying to get a car before then. Otherwise we're not going to have a car or a home or anything. So at least we can sleep in the car. No, we can't. That's a lie.
We'll have to try and like sleep in a suitcase.
Oh, it's black. Coming out. I thought it was green.
What do you reckon? Would we get 4 suitcases in there?
It's not that bad.
I mean, it's ugly, but...
Hey. I'll just get a pumpkin spice latte. Hot ice.
We came for a coffee to deliberate. It seems like a good, honest car, and now we just have to figure out if we're going to pull the trigger.
We're obviously getting some PSLs because you know. So yeah, we're going to have a chat about it. They're a really nice family. Really nice family. They might watch this video. So we just realised that because the car is registered in BC, we have to pay 12% stamp duty on the vehicle, which brings the car up to like $8,400, which we weren't really expecting. So
we asked a very awkward question if they will go down on the price more, which they've already come down on the price, which was great, but we've got to explore our options because we don't actually know if we can afford it if it's more, so got to ask the question, right?
I think I'm getting another stress pimple. I've never had 3 in my life. 1, 2, 3. Never.
David is on the phone with ICBC, which is a BC insurance company, to try and see if we can drive the car with no plates, because we're all the way in Alberta and we've got a BC registered car and we don't know if we can drive 5 hours to get to an ICBC.
Currently 43 minutes in, all I've got is some very annoying music. Right, even though it's got a current inspection in Alberta. The plot thickens. Basically, there is no way around paying stamp duty in BC. BC has made sure they've stitched that up nice and tight so that no one can get through. So many layers and moving parts to this transaction, so we're not going to try and explain them all on here right now, but Sarah's going to be making a phone call to the seller and we're just trying to...
Let's just say it's just not easy to purchase a car in Canada when you want to move provinces. Like, provinces here are like different countries. It's not like just a state in Australia where it's like New South Wales and you know, there's different number plates in Australia, but here it's like...
Like, I called the insurance people, and I'm like, so if I buy a car here, how do I get it to you guys to get plates? And they're like, ooh, that's a good question. I'm just thinking, how has this not come up before? Like, seriously. I would have to call BC's registry, get some sort of a operator permit with my bill of sale, and then I would have to go to an Alberta registry and get some sort of an operator permit from there so that they can work together until I can get to a BC centre and get some plates.
Currently on hold, and when you're stressed out...
Oh no.
That's really hot.
Amount
We'll do some B-roll for you guys while you're waiting. Put your sunnies on. "50 minutes and 22 seconds.
For the second time. If I did change my license to an Alberta license before I come back to BC, I would also qualify to not have to pay their taxes. 1 hour and 26 minutes in. Apparently we don't need another inspection, which the last guy told us we did after waiting like an hour on the phone to talk to him. He told us we did need another inspection, so that's not true. We're still probably going to have to pay the taxes because if you're a returning resident then you don't have to pay the taxes, but because I have a BC license, I'm apparently a BC resident. So over it. We can be exempt from paying taxes on the purchase of this car if we are new or returning BC residents. And no one can tell us if we are new or returning BC residents.
Like, we know that we're returning residents because we've lived in Alberta for the same amount of time that we've been in BC, and we've also had jobs here and whatever. Yeah.
So yeah, it's just so frustrating because if somebody could just define it for us, then we could potentially save $1,000.
Well, you know what the problem is? The problem is that David and I are way too honest, which should be a good thing, right? But it gets us in so much sticky situations. But we're honest and we're going to remain honest. Like, if we were dishonest, we could easily just be like, oh, we've got this and that, you know, like there's ways around being dishonest.
Yeah.
I know we're talking a lot, but this family that wants to sell us the car is so nice, they're so honest, they're so upfront, and it's just so difficult. So difficult. Like, you would not believe how many scammers and liars and dishonest people there are in the selling market.
The used car market. We've nearly got in the car to go to places like a few times, and then like pretty much as you're committing to the trip, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, it's hail damage, the windscreen's falling out, it's rebuilt, 3 flat tires.
Yeah, but what about the one that didn't tell us any of that?
We're here today to have a look at our first car that we're looking at.
Oh, a lot of scratches on it.
Cracks in the windscreen.
Yeah, no.
The windscreen was cracked, and over here it's like you advertise that. Because cracked windscreens are common. Everyone wants to know if your windscreen's cracked. Nearly every ad has that. His ad didn't have it on there, and the windscreen 100% needs replacing. It's cracked all through.
On the ad it said good tires or whatever. And then he's like,
You could use new tires.
Yeah.
That's for sure. And of course an alignment.
At the moment we're stuck in a vehicle with an engine light on that we didn't know about when we bought it, because of a dishonest seller. We just don't want to be getting into another dishonest vehicle.
Yeah.
It's getting harder and harder just to buy an honest car from an honest person. It's like sale comes first.
wait, that's his car too.
Gee, this guy's got a whole street full of cars.
Wow.
Dodgy character. Anyway.
We need more honest people.
Comment below if the truth comes first when you're selling a car. Let us know. We
And
want to
if
know.
you're one of those people that puts the wrong amount so that you don't pay a lot of stamp duty, shame on you, and you should be feeling very convicted watching this, because that is not okay.
People like us
It's
are
not
picking
okay.
up your slack, and we're unemployed. Bat stacks, look at that, guys. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7, 8, 9, 10. I wish I always had this problem where my wallet can't close because there's so many hundreds in it. Wouldn't that be good?
What about this one? That's a nice Jeep,
That
David.
is a nice rough top.
Good Jeep. Look at those holes.
It's a really cool car though.
There's like a lot of scratches and stuff.
It's too late now.
I know, but like it wasn't this sunny this morning.
Oh, stop it, Sarah. It's unlocked.
Sweet, let's just take it and go. Like all the other dishonest people. We were able to get a binder for the vehicle, which means technically we can drive it with our plates back to Kananaskis. And then tomorrow we can go to Golden to sort everything out, get our plates and whatever.
Because I printed out the wrong bill of sale. I'm really sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay. They shredded the registration or whatever they need to sell the vehicle. They're trying to get it from ICBC. ICBC is now closed. We don't know if we can get the bill of sale, but we don't know if we need the registration to be able to get the Alberta side of the binder. So we're going to try and contact the Alberta registry now. This is like ridiculous.
It's quite a process. If you're planning on buying a car here, you might wish to engage a lawyer. It might still work. Yes, believe it or not, we are still in the process of trying to buy a car. Time check, 8:02 p.m. We've only been going since 8 a.m, so I guess it's not that bad, right? 12 hours, nearly there. So we basically had to go to the transport in Alberta to get the in-transit notice thing, and then we're back at the car now. Sarah's going to drive that back to Kananaskis. I'm going to drive Monty.
Yeah, and we'll see you guys tomorrow because there's more to this story. This is not the end of it.
Yeah, this is only day one of purchasing a car in Canada.
Good morning, everyone, from our new vehicle called Midnight.
It's hideous.
Okay, we need a name for our new car. It's a little Jeep Compass, so we need a name. So if you have a really good name for a black car, please comment it below because we need a name.
It doesn't have to be black related.
We're on the way to Golden today to get this bad boy registered. We need to get some number plates because in Canada they don't sell you the car with the number plates. You have to get your own number plates. So that's what we're gonna do. Subscribe to our channel, like this video, buy us a coffee. Bye. First stop, Bottle Depot.
So almost at the end of our bottle recycling career, we just found out we could have actually been squashing the bottles to save space.
How much did we get?
$14 something. So, day 2 of trying to buy a car. Here we are, we're in Golden. We are 3 hours away from where we purchased the car. We've just been told that basically we have to go all the way back to Calgary to get some other documents and to fix some documents that weren't done properly.
We have to go and get things re-signed, and there was a little piece missing off the bottom of the page that said, all it said was ICBC.
Yeah.
That's all it said.
But now the form's not official.
But now the form's not official because it doesn't say ICBC at the bottom because it got cut out.
And there's no such thing as anything electronic with ICBC because in Canada, we're only in the 19th century. So we're gonna have to get in our horse and buggy and go all the way back to Calgary and get stuff sorted out and then come all the way back on day 3 of buying a car. So stay tuned, we're making a whole series out of this.
The lady was also extremely rude, so rude. I was just like, what is happening? So there was an ICBC across the road, so we went there and the girl was really, really nice. That was good. But we basically have one more day with this permit because we don't have plates on the car at the moment, so we need to get stuff done tomorrow. So the seller needs to give us an original registration form. They shredded it. So now they need a new one. They need to sign it and they need to give that to us. It cannot be electronically sent to us. It needs to be mailed to us.
Yeah.
We don't have an address, so it cannot be mailed to us. And we don't have time for things to be mailed. Like, I don't know why everything has to be mailed in Canada. It doesn't make sense. Like, we are going to be paying extra money for this permit that we have. Like,
2 permits actually. An Alberta permit and a BC permit. We only got them for 2 days because who would have thought that it takes 3 days to buy a car?
Anyway, I guess we're going back to Calgary.
Yep. So. See you there.
To eat and spoil ourselves because we just feel like we're going through so much. You know, we're at Flirty. We're not going to see Flirty again for a while once we move out of here.
So we thought we'd make the most of it. Look at that chicken. When the journey continues.
Sorry guys, you're seeing us in the car a lot, but this is just our day today. So we are currently on the way to Calgary again, which is an hour and a half away.
Brings a whole new meaning to the thing of travel day, doesn't it? Kind of like a travel day, but without any real punchline.
We just got the registration. Hopefully it's all good. We just checked it. It's signed. Hopefully that's all they need. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Welcome to day 3 of trying to buy a car in Canada.
So, we know yesterday we're a little bit negative about the situation, but we just wanted to say that for me, I've lived in, like, this is my 4th country that I'm living in, and purchasing a vehicle has never been this difficult. So it is something that's seems like it's a bit hard here in Canada. And we spoke to the ICBC broker yesterday, and she was even saying how it's a ridiculous process as well. Sorry guys, every country has, you know, their little things that you don't like about them, and every country that I've lived in has had those things, and this is just one of those things in Canada that is just really annoying.
So in case you're not tracking, we're back on our way to Golden this morning, which is across the BC border to register our car in BC, get some plates, and then hopefully head back to Kananaskis again.
See you guys, I'm gonna be positive. We're gonna see you guys when we have our new plates.
Okay, Bossy Sarah's going for a toilet stop.
Heater on, you can turn the car.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, honey. Thank you.
We got our plates finally.
Oh, the moment we've all been waiting for the last 3 days.
The lady was really nice, and we got our insurance cut back as well, which is good.
We are finally the proud owners of this new Jeep Compass, old Jeep Compass, and we're gonna go home and catch up on 3 days worth of stuff.
We hope that you kind of enjoyed the video, maybe.
Maybe you learnt something.
I don't really want to talk for other provinces. We've only really purchased cars in
Alberta and BC.
And sold cars. So I've noticed that it's mainly a British Columbia problem. We just wanted to say that because we don't want people coming at us like, Montreal's different.
Lucky you. If it does feel negative,
it's just what we
kind
went
of
through.
just our experience. So yeah, there's not really a whole lot we can do about it. We finally got there, so we're happy about that. And yeah, it is what it is.
Alright guys, well, we'll see you in the next video. Please subscribe.
Bye.
It'll really make our day.